Hello, Malcolm here with teaching tip 352, and today a 2-minute tip from this book, Plain Speaking by David Bercot, on illustrations. Illustrations make a sermon memorable, don't they? They're important for 3 reasons, according to Bercot. Firstly, they help your listeners to understand something, and they give them an aha moment. Secondly, they engage your listeners. It's like adding flavouring to a meal, some chili, some salt, some pepper, or whatever floats your boat. And thirdly, they aid your hearers to remember what you said. Illustrations linger long in the memory after the facts have been forgotten, and then they link the facts back to your mind through the illustration. I still remember illustrations I heard used nearly 40 years ago. Douglas Arthur in 1984 or 85, preaching on Romans 12:1 about being a living sacrifice, said this phrase which I had never forgotten. The trouble with living sacrifices is that they tend to squirm off the altar. And that's a kind of a picture in my mind, an illustration of a live sacrifice trying to get off the altar. And I'd never forgotten that from Romans 12, although that was almost 40 years ago. And let's face it, think about it. Did Jesus use illustrations? I mean, did he ever? He employed illustrations from contemporary events, from nature, from story, parables, and that kind of thing, kinetic aids, such as small children being brought to him, and a lot more things than that. One final tip on illustrations. Illustrations from books and contemporary news and things like that, they're fine, but the best illustrations are almost always personal and from your own life. So which of the illustrations that Jesus used do you connect with the most? What do you think? Why do you think illustrations are so powerful? And do you find the use of illustrations easy or hard? Or why? I'd like to know what you think. Has today's teaching tip been worth 2 minutes of your time? I certainly hope so. Next time we'll talk about organizing and sculpturing our material. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.